And there's breaking news coming in. More trouble for technology companies. European Union is set to unveil proposals for a digital tax which is going to affect US-based tech giants. The move can be seen as a setback to Facebook, which is already under pressure for not doing enough to stop the misuse of data of 50 million users. The special tax by the European Union is the latest measure to rein in Silicon Valley giants. It could further worsen the trade row pitting the European Union against US President Donald Trump. EU Economics Affairs Commissioner Pierre Moscovici will present proposals aimed at recovering billions of euros from mainly US multinationals that shift earnings around Europe to pay lower tax rates. WION has learned the move will be discussed over a dinner at an EU leaders summit tomorrow. It has a strong backing of French President Emmanuel Macron. The unprecedented tech tax follows major antitrust decisions by the European Union that have cost Apple and Google billions and also hit Amazon. The Commission's tax, expected to be about 3% of sales, would affect revenue from digital advertising, paid subscriptions and the selling of personal data. EU agencies are also set to tighten rules on data privacy. And to give us more details on the story, now I'm joined in by our correspondent Sumit Chaturvedi. Sumit, clearly the news has finally tightened around further on Facebook. I'll come to the other giants as well, but right now let's talk about how the news is further tightening on Facebook.
Akanksha, yes, Facebook, it looks like the bad times are continuing for the social media giant, and it is possible that today EU could have this particular tax on these many big companies, not only Facebook, but yes, Facebook could be one of the companies that will face the problems after this tax is implemented. So the whole problem here is that in EU, you can get registered, the companies can get registered in any of the countries. So far, that freedom was given to them. Take an example that Amazon is based in Luxembourg, that has a tax rate of 10%. As per the average business rates of tax rates of 22%. So here the problem lies. So here EU is saying that it's not possible that companies, US companies can earn throughout the Europe, but when it comes to paying taxes, they pay taxes in the country of their choice. So that's the whole contention on which the tax could be passed, the tax could be implemented on these companies, which will be 3% of their revenues. These taxes will be applied to the companies that have annual turnover of more than $700 million. So Facebook comes under this net. Other companies that could be impacted would be Airbnb, Uber, and other Twitter social media giants. This is the problem, and to solve this problem, EU is going to bring this tax that will, in a way, be giving a huge, we can say, that setback to these giants, these big companies of US, which were not paying the taxes according to the revenues earned in EU.
Right. Sumit, also, is it true that this move comes, particularly after the criticism that European Union was unfairly focusing on American companies per se? That, that's an accusation that Brussels has denied. But is it true that this move has come particularly after this criticism?
In a way, this moves, at a time when the global trade wars are happening, these moves come at a time when EU has to reply to US. So in a way, EU is replying to US that if you put more duties on our steel, aluminium and cars, we can start taxing your companies more vigorously. So that's what now global trade wars are taking a different shape altogether. On one side, when US is threatening to implement more taxes on EU-based companies like Germany's big auto giants, now EU is going to another level and saying that we will tax your companies more. So in a way, it makes the overall global trade wars more serious and more severe. And yes, it could be said that EU is targeting US companies, but it's a part of the global trade wars where WTO is not playing any major role when US is implementing more tariffs on EU or Chinese or Indian products, on a way that this gives the right to EU also to implement taxes and tariffs as they wish.
Right. Sumit, also, what are the proposals that we can expect from the EU Economics Affairs Commissioner? There will be proposals that he'll be laying down soon. What are the kind of proposals that we can expect?
Well, the main proposals will be around the taxing of US companies that earn millions and millions, in fact, billions of dollars from EU main markets, Germany, France, and other 28 countries. But the taxes they pay are very minuscule. Remember, there's a tax case going on Google as well, Facebook as well, in different parts of the European Union, where France is taxing them in a different way. Antitrust complaints are also being filed against them because they are not meeting the law of the land when it comes to antitrust laws. So a lot of complaints have been filed against them, but so far they haven't been able to rein in these tech giants. And now it thinks the time has come when EU will finally rein in these tech giants, and also at a time when the global trade wars are worsening.
Right. Thank you so much, Sumit, for bringing us all those quick details on this news story.